Hi, welcome to Easy Access Math. Today's lesson, subtraction of trinomials. The way you'll usually find this problem set up will be two trinomials in parentheses with a subtraction sign in the middle. That tells you this is subtraction. It almost looks like multiplication, like FOIL, except the subtraction sign tells you you are subtracting. Okay, that's the command. And when you see that subtraction sign, that command is to change the signs in everything of the second trinomial. All the signs of the second trinomial change. So you keep the first one. You will switch the sign and follow the rules of addition. But this is most important. You change the signs of the second trinomial. All the signs. Now, notice I don't have a sign before the 5. That tells me it was plus. We just don't put a lead plus sign in. But that should be positive 5x squared. Now I'm going to change all my signs. This becomes negative 5x squared. This positive 2x becomes negative 2x. And this negative 2x at the end follows positive, becomes positive 2. At this point, you line them up. Line up like terms and follow the rules of addition of side numbers. And there are some great videos on YouTube, including ours, on addition of side numbers. So, let me line them up. I'm going to rewrite them. I have 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. This is now going to be addition, which is combination. Remember, when you're dealing with sign numbers, sometimes addition means you're subtracting. But that would depend if our signs are like or unlike. Now we bring down our negative 5x squared. I'm looking at what I changed in red. My negative 2x, the changed sign, and the negative 2 changed to positive 2. And now I follow my rules of sign numbers. I have 3 separate parts. So when adding a trinomial, unless one of the numbers exactly cancels out, I have plus and minus of the same, I will still have a trinomial in the end. If one number does cancel out, like I would have a positive 2 and a negative 2, then a trinomial, when you're adding or doing subtraction, could actually end up as a binomial. This particular one will stay as a trinomial, just following the rules of addition of sign numbers. I'll start with my x squared. Notice I lined up the same term, x squares with x squares, x's with x's, and my regular numbers there at the end. And 3x minus 5x, just applying to this first, and this is a positive 3 because it didn't have a lead sign, would give me a negative 2x squared. Unlike signs, you subtract and give it the sign of the higher number. Here my signs are the same, so I add them. I have a negative 5 and a negative 2. You give it the common sign, and I have 7x. When you're combining or adding, you give like signs, you add them and give it the common sign. So that's 7x, and here I have 2 pluses, plus 7 and plus 2. I add them up, and I have 9, plus 9. So my answer, when I subtract this trinomial from this one, following this procedure, is negative 2x squared minus 7x plus 9. And I just put on the board over there, another way you may see this would be subtract 5x squared plus 2x minus 2, which is the second one, from 3x squared minus 5x plus 7. It would be the same way. You're most likely to see it in this format, and then you're changing the signs of the second trinomial. But it is possible it would be written as a sort of like a word problem, and it's a little trickier because the second one, the from, is the one that goes on top. And that's subtraction of trinomials.